When a marriage or long-term relationship ends, we grieve, and the pain can be unbearable. But many times, the powerful pain that we feel isn't solely about losing our partner. Our past painful experiences, our childhood traumas, insecurities, fears, and our ego all rush to the surface like a shot through the heart. The floodgates have been opened, and it can take a long time to recover from all the parts of us that we have left unhealed for so long. And it could take months or even years to clear that wreckage. So if you have been trying to forget and move on from your ex, you've even tried following some of the steps you see on YouTube or people tell you to do, and some time has gone by, but you are finding that you're still stuck, unable to move on, no matter what you do, and you're wondering why. Well, I'm going to give you my 5 reasons why you probably still can't get over them. Number 1, you miss the feeling of being loved, cared for, and desired, and you've convinced yourself that no other person on earth will treat you that same way, or no one else on earth has the same amazing qualities as your ex, and that no one else will ever make you feel the way that they did. So whether you realize it or not, you've actually left the door slightly open for any chance they will come back, for any possibility of reconciliation. Again, this might be completely on a subconscious level, but if this resonates with you, or if you suspect that this is you, please know that unless you access this part of you and resolve it, accepting that this marriage or relationship is over will more than likely never happen. Whomever else comes along in your life doesn't stand a chance, because you convinced yourself that being with anyone else would be like you were just settling. You would be settling for someone who will never measure up to your ex. Number 2, you miss the way you felt being with them more than who they actually are as a person. For example, you miss having someone to do things with, to talk to about your day, someone to go to dinners with, or special events, outings, or vacations with. Now, it is true that having a significant someone by your side is wonderful, but try to look at the other side of this. Being alone, enjoying your own company, and walking into an event on your own can be so freaking empowering if you let it. If you go on and on feeling like less than, or feeling insecure about being alone, well, then that's exactly what's going to keep happening to you. You can continue to feel this way. But if you surround yourself with friends and loved ones and let go of that narrative, let go of that needing to have someone holding your arm mentality, you will experience life in a whole new way, my friend. Honestly, go to the movies on your own, go to dinner by yourself. Take some time to get to know yourself and love yourself again. You will not regret this. Number 3, you have been avoiding dealing with the grief, so you haven't been proactive in your healing at all. Sometimes when people go through a painful divorce, a separation, or breakup, they can't bear to face the grief. So they busy themselves so much that they don't have time to think and feel. And so they don't get to process the pain. They push it away and convince themselves that time alone will help them get over it. Sometimes people do this by working 24/7. Others want to numb themselves with alcohol, drugs, multiple partners, even the gym. Please remember, if you suppress your emotions, you will never be able to move on. You have to process them so that you can let them go. Number 4, you gave up your life for them, and now you're not sure who you are or what to do. So sometimes it's easy to go from a party of 2 to a party of 1, right? A lot of us are guilty of this. Have you realized that you made your ex-partner your entire life instead of a wonderful addition to your life? I know that's what I did with my marriage. And it's actually pretty common. Many times when people are madly in love, they can let their relationship go from a relationship between 2 separate individuals to one combined, intertwined being. Oftentimes, we end up leaving our likes, our dislikes, our passions and dreams on the back burner, and instead we put all of the focus into our partner's happiness. So, like I said before, now it's time to take time to be alone and enjoy getting to know yourself again. What were you like as a person before your relationship? Write all of this down. What were your likes, your dislikes? What were some of the dreams you had put aside to be with your partner? Don't you think this is the perfect time to pursue them? Number 5, you haven't figured out who you are yet because perhaps you've always suffered from some kind of self-esteem issues that held you back from living your best life. But somehow having a partner by your side gave you a sense of being whole or worthy. It gave you a little more confidence in a sense. Again, this is especially true if you're dealing with those feelings of powerlessness or worthlessness or even depression. And if this is the case for you, you may have been accepting behavior that was less than desirable all along, yet you are still finding yourself still pining for your ex to come back to you. If you don't have a good self-image, that mistreatment that you receive will seem like it's warranted and may feel like it confirms what your mind has been telling you all along, which is that you are unworthy. So being with your ex who mistreated you seems like a much better alternative than being alone, lonely, and worthless. And you feel like this pain and anguish can only be alleviated by having your ex back. So look, what you really need to do now is take a really good look at yourself and determine why you have accepted such poor treatment by your ex and why you still want them back despite the mistreatment. You need to really roll your sleeves up and get to the root of this part of you. Otherwise, you will end up attracting a new partner who treats you the same or even worse. And I highly advise you to please enlist the help of a professional, such as a therapist here. They will be able to guide you better and teach you some tools to use to uncover all of these wounds and finally heal them for good. So it's time to really look at what it is, what is keeping you stuck. Why can't you move on? Can you honestly say that your actions or your inactions are not contributing to your dilemma? You want to feel better, right? You want to have a chance for a happy life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. So it's time to really dig deep here. Why are you putting them on a pedestal? What was the benefit you received from being with them? Really think about it. Did you know that most of the time, this is something that you feel that you are lacking in yourself? Have you gone through the process of writing down all of the things you didn't like about them, all of the ways that they hurt you? Have you thought about why you may have accepted such poor treatment and what steps you need to take now to avoid getting into another relationship like this again? Look, if you haven't, it's okay. There's no reason to beat yourself up. Let the past be the past. But now it's time to move forward and truly go through the steps. Now you're truly ready. And if you need help, enlisting assistance from a therapist or a coach will be extremely helpful for you. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.